Kid, show me what you got. Yeah, right. Next. Yes. Next. Ooh, scary. Next. Next. Next.
Final Fantasy VIII. Do you have what it takes? Final Fantasy VIII from Squaresoft.
Next.
Does this not kind of look like a dancing butt? Like, 1 second I was looking at it and I was thinking boobs, and then I was like, no, actually, it looks like a dancing butt. It's just like... It could be either. You've never been attracted to it until now. This game's from 2001, you're lucky you've got an objective marker for your main quest. There's no way you're getting markers for every side thing. Oh my god! What did I just say? What the hell is this? Is that Doomsday? Why did I do that?
When you play 7, 8, 9, everything's a 3D full-fledged out world.
Yes.
You do not have to use your imagination. I think the best way to describe it is 16 and 8-bit games is like reading a book, and 3D games is like watching a movie.
Why didn't he die? Why didn't he die? Yes! Oh my god! Yes! 2.5 hours! Ow. Ow. That's enough. Oops, sorry. I pressed it too often. Oh my god. I'm throwing my fists up in anger. Okay, good evening. Hopefully, this is... It says original soundtrack. The Rebirth version of Lost Soul, of course. I turn it down a bit. Maybe too much. Just suddenly went really quiet. I have no idea what this playlist is going to do to us, but anyway. The plan of the evening, first and foremost, is to go through my Final Fantasy news that may have happened in the last week. I mean, I'm a bit behind, so I'm just gonna have a look, read some articles, and see how I feel about these things. First thing I actually want to point out is that I use Blue Sky because I am against Musk, and certain people who post their things on Musk's channel don't put them on Blue Sky, which I think is a travesty, and they definitely should be putting them across the board. I think even Square Enix themselves... Oh, now it's not even typing. Oh, it was. I think my computer's a little bit upset with being a computer. It's not really there. I've got like 6 months ago things showing up, and I'm not really sure what happened 6 months ago for them to give up on Blue Sky. Blue Sky is definitely less horrendous as a company, but anyway, we'll move on from that. So I thought I would start with Polygon's article. I wanted to read this. 9 Revolution. This music's actually gotten a little bit annoying in my ear holes. Just a little bit. Just down a little bit. So, 9 Revelations about Revelation, straight from the director. And this did come out on the 12th, so this came out on Friday. And I haven't read it. So, it's got... I got the answer to a grab bag of the questions when I sat down and interviewed Hamaguchi. So, the story wasn't changed based on fan feedback. That is one of the things that people were wondering. We have found the answer. So, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was a hit with fans and critics alike when it launched. Its ending has proved to be polarizing in the long term. The remake's handling of gaming's most shocking death ruffled a few feathers, thanks to some multiversal shenanigans. Yes. Yes. Still a little bit worried about that. As torn as fans were over it, Hamaguchi confirmed that the reaction didn't stop the team from delivering the conclusion they had scripted out from the start of the remake series, so that's a little bit worrying, but they have always said that they think they're going to keep us happy, so I'm really hoping they're going to keep us happy. In terms of how the conclusion of the entire remake trilogy is going to unfold, we had a pretty clear vision from the early phases of the series. We never really had any intention. Did we adjust the ending based on fan feedback of the 2 previous titles? Very consistent idea. Less content bloat. Now this actually doesn't make sense compared to what I'm about to read after this. If you thought that Rebirth was too overwhelming due to its endless supply of mini-games and world activities, some relief is on its way. Because apparently they're cutting back on some of the cruft this time around to keep its open world from becoming exhausting. Whenever you have this epic open world format, a lot of common fan criticism is that there's way too much content to cover and it becomes too much. We face that same criticism for Rebirth, particularly with the minigames. With that, we did take some feedback from fans and we're implementing some changes. So they have listened to the public view then of some things. We try to address and alleviate their concerns, so we're putting some changes that the open world experience becomes more enjoyable. Now, so that doesn't say to me less content bloat. That says to me exactly the same amount, actually probably more content bloat, but there will be options. So basically, don't feel like you have to do it, I think, is the answer to that. We will see. Midgar is back, but not the full map. As part of Revelation's open world pivot, players will be able to return to some locations from previous games. That includes Midgar. Hamaguchi implied that Midgar raid from the later hours of the original game will be recreated in the remake. Of course, don't expect to explore the entire city as it appeared, though. No, and you wouldn't, because half of it's destroyed. We did that. The game experience of visiting and exploring Midgar is going to be a little different than it was in Final Fantasy VII Remake. You won't be able to visit all of the slums or all the streets you were able to go around in. It's going to be a bit different in Revelation. Can't dive into details because it would be a spoiler, but when you look at the overall area of Midgar, it is built in a way that retains the iconic element of the world. What an interesting way of wording things. It is built in a way that retains the iconic element of the Final Fantasy VII world. I am wondering what they're going for with that. What's their thought process there? Gold Saucer is home to a Queen's Blood hub. Okay. I did enjoy Queen's Blood eventually. On my second playthrough of Rebirth, I really got into it and a little bit addicted, actually. Midgar isn't the only returning location. Players will also be able to revisit Gold Saucer, of course, as you always should, because there's going to be snowboarding. You can't take that away from us. Which will include the new snowboarding minigame. While the location won't factor into the main story much, Hamaguchi confirmed that it will house its own contained side story. Oh. This time around, it will also be the premier place to play Queen's Blood. I wonder if those two are linked or not. The Gold Saucer was separated into distinct squares. There was the Wonder Square, an area that had the G-Bike and the snowboarding minigame that was under construction. What's going to happen in that area is that, due to the immense popularity of Queen's Blood, the square has been completely taken over by Queen's Blood. All that area is just going to be Queen's Blood content. Oh, wow, I can't believe he just told us that. He just straight up said the square, this main square, is going to be all about Queen's Blood. Alright. I mean, I'm fine with that. Clearly they're going to have loads of NPCs all hyping and going, yeah, 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 in the background on repeat, and that's still fine. We're clearly going to have a championship of some kind here. Loads of tables to go through. What I am interested in is its own contained side story. Because will that contained side story be about one character, such as, for example, Cait Sith? Or is it going to be the guy that I always want to call Don that is not Don? The guy that runs Gold Saucer in his tiny trunks. So that is something to keep an eye on, I would say. Cid will show his softer side. What? Revelation will have to tie up a lot of long-running character arcs, but will introduce some new ones too. Vincent and Cid will join the party as playable characters, getting way more screen time than they did in Rebirth. Cid is an especially tricky character to deal with, considering that he's a bit of an abusive jerk in the original game. It sure sounds like he's going to be a chiller hang in Revelation, according to Hamaguchi. Uh-oh. Hey, CK, how you doing? A lot of people might have this impression that he has this strong, difficult personality. I don't see him that way. One thing about how he's going to be portrayed is that in the original game, players would visit Rocket Town before Forgotten Capital. If we were to take that same approach, then Rocket Town would have been in Rebirth. Instead, we're introducing it towards the second half of Revelation. Once you get to Rocket Town, players will get to see a new side of Cid that hasn't been shown. He's a highly regarded man. Everyone in the town loves him. So we're exploring his character further. We'll get to see new sides of him. Right, so what this tells me, Cid's showing his softer side, is... Dio, yes, Dio, thank you, CK. So, Cid's showing his softer side. Not sure about that. But, because it's Shearer, isn't it? They're probably just going to have it being a nicer thing with Shearer rather than the way he actually treats. Yeah, they're definitely going to completely change him by the sounds of it, yes. I mean, they already have, sadly. He's not a chain-smoking, manly man, I guess, of the 90s. But the other thing that this tells me, if he is in the second half of Revelation, what is going to be focused in the first half of Revelation? Because that's also going to be playing around with the storyline, as they have already, but yeah, I need to think that one through, because I always forget the order of things. And how they've actually done it in Rebirth, I'd have to remind myself. But it does also make me think, does this mean we're focusing on Vincent's story in the first half of Revelation? I kind of feel like that's what's probably happening there. But then there's also Wutai, right? I'm also thinking that they're going to chuck Wutai in probably early-ish on. From the content that we've seen so far, it seems it really feels like they're hiding the stuff that you would expect to be happening immediately from the start. They've not really shown us that kind of stuff. They've been showing us stuff that's much later. They've been showing us the crater and the Midgar, obviously the Medial thing, and all of the weapons coming out. And I feel like the Medial thing's gonna come a lot earlier. Yeah, I need to remind myself of the story by playing the game. The order of everything, how everything happens. Won't even give the man a cigarette. I know. I mean, understand that we're in a different world now where it's not as happily accepted, but it's just a character, right? And it was a character trait that we all loved about him. And I know as well, they sort of say, they say here, he's a tricky character to deal with because he's a bit of an abusive jerk in the original game. He said some words. Did he hit people? I don't know. Like, he was an abusive guy to Shira, but she was okay with it. I don't know. I guess sometimes that's sadly the case, but you shouldn't be okay with it. But yeah, like, they don't have to remove his bad traits such as bad-mouthing people who are bad and smoking. Like, he was cranky. Yeah, he was super cranky. I think the weapon stuff will come fairly early and give that story some proper time to develop. Yeah, I also think that they'll bring the weapons, because also the way that you see in the videos where you have like probably like a mini game where you have to aim your guns at them in order to stop them from destroying a town, things like that. I think, yeah, they will do little bits like that. You know how we had in the original, you've got the one that does shadow flare, that I always want to call a different name, that weapon anyway, that flies around and you have to hit it repeatedly in the sky. I think they will have that one coming into different towns that you are going into, rather than it's flying around and you see it flying around. Ripsy, yes to your title. Ultima, is that the one actually is called Ultima? Oh, right, okay. I always forget that one is called Ultima. Yes to my title. I've already forgotten what my title was. Do you think people should have played OG? It's interesting, actually. There are some people who are, now that we're getting to part 3, talking about, should I play OG? They've already been playing part 1 and 2. And now they're like, I'm thinking about playing the OG 7. It's just like, wow, I don't know how you got through the game. It's gonna hit so different if you play the OG now. But yeah, I mean, I can understand why a lot of younger people would not want to play OG because of how it looks. Like, it's quite off-putting, I think. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, CK. Sorry about my voice. OG just does everything right. Yes, part 3 is sounding promising and close to the OG. We're hoping so. I mean, this is why I'm going through this at the minute. So I'm just going through the news that's happened sort of in the last few days or week, maybe. Because I'm seeing two sorts of things here, right? So up here at the top, we've got less content bloat. But then he always also says we try to address and alleviate their concerns, so we're putting some changes in Revelation that the open world experience becomes more enjoyable. And I have read elsewhere that that actually means we're making it so you don't have to do the thing in order to have certain stuff or progress or whatever. It's going to tell you up front what you win from doing the minigame. And it's going to have different difficulty levels for people, which is great because accessibility is a thing that Square Enix really need to get on top of. Like, so many games developers nowadays are doing amazing accessibility options, and I feel like Square's still a little bit behind on that. And I get it because, like, it's turn-based, so it's not necessarily something that needs it, but there are still things in these new ones, the mini games, that I struggle. I struggle with the OG games. Yeah, you should watch me. So anyway, I think there's actually going to be more mini games rather than less content bloat. I think it's technically more. It's just not considered bloat because you're not forced to do it. Anyway, so Don't expect another exercising minigame. We already know there'll be at least one new minigame in Revelation, snowboarding. At least one classic got the axe this time. You will not have to do squats or pull-ups. Pour one out for the muscle heads. Nice. There was a fitness gym in Costa del Sol, and that's where you go to do the squat minigame. The gym members, you might see them referenced in the story elsewhere, but there won't be a fitness minigame. From the development team's perspective, since we did create 2 iterations of the minigame, we feel that's enough. I agree. Cait Sith Moogle gets its own fits. Oh, cute! One new feature in Revelation is fits. We've seen 2 of the game's 4 fits so far. They're tight-lipped about what the other ones are. But Cait Sith Moogle gets dressed up too. He has a pretty adorable character design, so all the fits designed for him look pretty cute. I bet he's a chocobo. I bet in one of them he's like got a chocobo outfit or something ridiculous. The Fat Moogle will also wear the fits. How dare you call him out for his size? He could just be a Moogle. In that sense, I think it's just going to be a good combo of 2 cute characters wearing outfits together. I think the Platinum Trophy headline is a lie. What's the Platinum Trophy headline? Oh, this one. The Platinum Sorry, I hadn't got to it yet. The Platinum Trophy will be easier than 7's Rebirth. Oh, you think it's a lie? If you tried the grind for Rebirth's Platinum Trophy on PS5, you know what a pain that process was. It involved beating every Chadley simulation, getting a character to level 70, mastering all the weapons. That's pretty high. I've never even looked at what this would have been. Beating every chapter on hard mode. Wow, okay. I don't expect Revelation to be much of a hassle, even if that breaks his heart a little. One other negative piece of feedback we got was how hard it was to obtain the Platinum Trophy. We took the feedback and made some changes to the trophy for Revelation. I don't want to say that it will be easier, but the barrier will be a bit lower. This doesn't hurt me, because whenever I go to fan events, a lot of fans approach me and say, Hamaguchi-san, look, I got the trophy, and they're really proud. It feels like with Revelation we're probably not going to see that, so it does make me a bit sad. Oh, hold on. We're not going to see that? So less people are going to do it, or it's so easy that they're not going to do it? You got the platinum. I should attempt it. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll do it on stream. The only thing that I didn't like was having Chadley lock all the good materia behind challenges. Yes, and I love that they basically said stuff is missable in part 3 as I feel the game has no replayability. Oh. You think it won't have any replayability? If you have a spare 900 hours, is that how long it takes? That means it'll take me 1800 hours. I take a really long time. Square Enix isn't... This song's actually a little bit... much. Part 1 and 2 felt that way. So for me, part 1 I didn't need to play again, but I will occasionally, and I am going to again before part 3 comes out. And then part 2 I have played twice, and I have wanted to play it again since then. So the first run through of Rebirth I basically just mainlined. I just went through the main story, ignored all of the stuff that I was able to ignore, and then got to the end pretty quickly and was like, oh, this is rubbish. And then I played it again, giving it actual time, not rushing through it, enjoying all of the side games and quests and everything, and getting to know everybody. And I really enjoyed it that time round. Like, giving it that time that it was supposed to have really gave me a really different view of it. And so now I look fondly on Rebirth. I still don't really care about Remake at all. Like, they did just take the piss in making it just Midgar for like, what, 15 hours or something? It's not really a game. It's a load of fluff just to fill it out and call itself a game. But it has some, I guess, some fun bits in there. Like, I don't think of it in a bad way. I just don't think of it much at all, especially not compared to Rebirth. I'm hoping part 3 revives that feeling the OG had. Well, yeah, don't we all? This is the thing, we're all going to be playing it as soon as we can get our hands on it, whether we like how it ends up or not. I did all the side quests before doing MSQ, and I was so burnt out by the time I went into hard mode. Yeah, hard mode, I've not even bothered trying. In the OG, the main story really kicks into life after this one, so I'm optimistic this is going to be very story heavy, which, yes, exactly. I feel like there is a lot of story that they have to get through, and so we're all quite hopeful there, aren't we? Square Enix isn't plotting another remake trilogy anytime soon. Yeah, don't do it. If you're hoping that the conclusion will open the door for another decade-long remake project, don't hold your breath. It's probably cost them so much money. I mean, they've made loads of money as well, and they will continue making money on this as they release, like, the whole trilogy set for people to be able to buy and all of the tat that goes with it. You just know that they will be making so much out of it, so much merch and different versions for it, that they will be making enough money to get back for themselves for so long that they don't really need to think about remaking a 3-parter. They definitely don't need a 3-parter. And it actually says Square Enix isn't planning, implied, Square Enix isn't planning to give Final Fantasy IX, for example, the full treatment anytime soon. As the word revelation suggests, it means that we're going to feel things, we're going to uncover things that were left unanswered in previous titles. We spent 10 plus years developing this series of 3 AAA titles. Doing all of that in the course of a decade is not going to happen anytime soon. So all in all, it's going to be an incredibly big moment for us. Yeah, one thing I'm asking for, and I think I'm actually going to repeatedly ask for this publicly on social media for years now. I want a HD 2D, or is it 2D HD? I never remember which way around you say that. Final Fantasy VI. I would like them to Octopath Traveler style Final Fantasy VI, because I think it's made for it. I think it's good for it. I hope they do my boy Vincent justice. Yes, agree. Hard agree. I'm a Tifa simp, but Vincent looks dope. Vincent looks really cool. I am very excited to be able to play him. Favorite character so far is actually a really good question with this remake version. I've actually, when I second time round played Rebirth, I really enjoyed playing with Cait Sith's stuff. Like, I just enjoyed it, because I generally don't, right? When you are Cait Sith in OG, there's not much that you can do with him, and now they've given him so much that he's quite interesting to play with. And as characters and their developments, I've really enjoyed. I mean, I'm a Tifa simp. So, yeah, I'm a Tifa simp. I'm always going to enjoy Tifa. I do worry, I will forever worry that they're going to not have the Cloud Tifa sort of moment on the Northern Crater that I want them to have. Like, I believe that Cloud and Tifa should be in a relationship by the end of this game. But yeah, I mean, we'll find out, right? I feared you were going to say Cait Sith. The Scottish accent needs to be harder with Cait Sith. I think he's quite fun, isn't he? One thing I don't like is the voice that Red becomes. If anyone's played Rebirth, then Red 13, his voice changes at one point. And I didn't like that. I preferred it when his voice did not change. I was happier with the original one, because for me, whenever we played OG, he just had that one voice, and it was like a voice of wisdom, and it was a confusing voice because you found out later that he was actually young, but you heard him as this older, wise animal. And so I felt like that should always have been the way. I understand why they did it, but it really grates. It just really annoys me. Oh, Dino! I haven't opened slots. Oh my goodness. Hang on, Dino. Oh, let me move things out of your view. The one thing that Dino's told me to sort out, and I bloody failed. Sorry, Dino. I hope you win. Oh, yeah, you have. There you go, Dino. All the craziness now. Thanks for reminding me, Dino. Thank you so much. Cool. What were we saying? And congrats on redeeming first Paul. Oh, why is it going twice? Oh no. Why did it just go twice? Right, where were we? We were slagging off Red's voice in Rebirth. I was saying I'm a Tifa simp along with Ripsy. I enjoyed the character. I couldn't get on with throwing boxes. Oh my god, Ripsy, no way. I could not do the throwing boxes with your PlayStation controller, and it's there telling you how to do it, and I'm trying to do it, and I'm just like, this is not happening, mate. This isn't happening. Like, I watched YouTube videos of people doing it, still couldn't get it to work properly. That's one of the things of accessibility that I feel they didn't give you options. I feel like that's something that should have had more options. Like, I think I tried to change my controller for it, like the buttons. I can't remember now, but anyway, I got through it eventually, but I hated that part. They kind of made him comedy in that game. It's a shame. Agree. Yeah, they've kind of made Red a bit of a comedy thing. I also there's an addition with the G Cave, and that storyline in the G Cave I didn't feel was necessary. I enjoyed going through the G Cave, but I didn't feel like the backstory of the G is probably not how you pronounce it, but I've always called him G. Yeah, wasn't a big fan of that one. Hi Paul and Dino, how are you? Welcome on in. We're going through all of the news that's happened in Final Fantasy Revelation in the last week. Oh, I'm skipping that song because I cannot stand it. Sorry. Worst part of the game, when Red changes his voice, or the G Cave. Okay, so we've gone through this, and I was just going to oh look, it's the same Tifa. So, even more mini games than Rebirth. See, now this is what I thought. Now this came out before the other article I just read. Also, I need dark mode. This is hurting my eyeballs. It suffered poor pacing and an overstuffed world of needless mini games. If you hoped the sequel would be a bit more streamlined, you'd be best set your expectations accordingly, because it will have more mini-games than its predecessor. So, a desire to stick to the original vision, not bend over backwards to address fan feedback. If the team tried to fix absolutely everything that fans weren't satisfied with, you'd wind up with a game that doesn't really have any character. I do agree. I didn't want to reduce the number of mini-games. We'll see how it turns out in terms of fan feedback, but I'll take that responsibility depending on what happens. Whoa. Hey Based, how you doing? Onesie, how you doing? Have I seen you on TV before? This one? Maybe. Twitch. So, despite this, Hamaguchi does confirm that some mini-games can be skipped altogether. You see, that's where the other article was saying, like, less bloat, and I do think that the less bloat is you can skip some, but actually there are more of them. The interview naturally turns to how Revelation might conclude, and although he refrains from providing specific details, sounds like the team is satisfied with the overall conclusion. I think we're pretty confident and happy with how it's turned out. So, that's that one. Revelation director worries about streaming. Now, this one I've kept open because I was quite interested to see what this is about. It's funny because my Nintendo news seems to be the big thing that I can find information on when I'm searching on Blue Sky. So, let's have a look at what this says. I don't mind the minigames. The side questing was worse. Yeah. Which I expect there to be a huge amount of as well. Again. So much. So, streaming games on Twitch and other platforms can be a real boon for game developers, exposing games to people who may never considered them before. Slightly problematic with JRPGs in particular. You see, I thought we weren't calling them JRPGs anymore because I can't remember who it was, but somebody, like Nomura or somebody, one of the Square Enix guys was like, what's a JRPG? They're RPGs to us. And it became a bit of a query of like, oh, is it actually offensive calling them JRPGs? I'm a big fan of Crisis Core and Zack, but I kind of don't want more Zack. I think he worked better in OG and Crisis Core handled him. Yes, so my view of what's going to happen with Zack, I'm just going to skip that tune as well. Oh, and that tune. Oh, and that tune. That might be okay, I don't know, we'll see. My view of what's going to happen with Zack, I think part 3... Oh, Well, Dino is just using up all of the allowance there. Congrats, Dino. So I think what's going to happen with Aerith and Zack is they're both dead. They always have been. Zack's just got to realise that he's dead. And as they kind of did at the end of Rebirth, they're sort of helping in the fight situation. I think they will be helping from beyond. Bye points. You are. You must have loads of points. You must have. They're gonna ghost get it on. Yes, I think they will be together. Because if you look at the picture, they're opposite each other and praying, right? And we know what happens with this one because it's happened. And we know what was supposed to happen with this one, but weird dimensional things happen because Kingdom Hearts people get involved. So I think that they are. I think they're goners. I think they're already gone, and they're just helping from beyond. And they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna do the. Is it Advent Children scene? I'm sure, or is it? It's not Crisis Core, is it? So it's Advent Children, right? I think they're going to do the Advent Children scene. It is Advent Children, isn't it? Where they're in the doorway of the church. Yeah, it's Advent Children where they're in the doorway of the church as ghosty people and they just like walk off together. I 100% have called it since I watched Advent Children, which was only like, 5 years ago or something. I've been saying, I bet you that will be in part 3 of this remake. I definitely think they're going to do a scene. I don't say that they're necessarily bringing, like, Advent Children into part 3, but I think they're going to do a scene of those two walking off together into the clouds. Oh, I really hope that happens, just because I've been saying it for so long. I'm at a point now where I'm like, this better happen, because I've been saying it. Aerith and Zack are gonna get their own chapter or side game doing battles and shit. Oh god, I really hope not. I really hope not. No offense to anybody that loves them. Like, I've got no real problem with either of them, but that's to say that's it. Like, that's the level of where we're at. We're hoping for a happy ending. Yeah, a happy ending of them being dead. Them being dead and together. Ooh, we've got a poll. I'm assuming that that was a dino, but yeah, good poll. What do you think of Sephi's new voice actor? Too deep, perfect, or too early to judge? I think he's too deep. And I don't know if I can actually... Let me see if I can do my own poll, because I've got to click things now. I think he's too deep. Vote. There we go. I've placed my vote. Good poll. Alright. So, where are we? One way that they've countered this is with a long-awaited revelation will include more emphasis on player choice than the previous entries, meaning each playthrough of the game will be unique. Ah, now that is something actually, Ripsy. I have read that they will have different... I think I've read it this way around. I want to triple check myself now because I'm wondering if I've misread my information from ages ago. But I was reading, where is it? It'll be in my Final Fantasy news place. That they will have different like things happening depending on choices. I'm sure that's what I read somewhere. Let me just triple check. Let me look at my news from ages ago. If any of you guys are in the Final Fantasy Discord, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, hang on. Where did it go? Maybe they took it out of where that is. It doesn't affect the ending. Yes. Okay, cool. So we are on the same. I didn't make that up in my head. Votes for doesn't give a crap. All right, Paul. Yeah, so the game is too checklisty. Things need to be missable. It makes for content, etc. Yeah, so I like you were saying, that it sort of feels like it's going to be a one playthrough and then you're done situation. I think that's why they've made it so that you do have different ways of playing it, and I don't think it's going to be that many. I think it's literally like what we have with the Gold Saucer date. I think it's going to be a couple different things where you can have different outcomes, which you'll probably just watch on a YouTube video that someone puts together for us, and you won't necessarily want to play or need to play it again. But there is an option there where you might, like I felt with Rebirth, if you play it again, you feel you get more of it like on the second playthrough than the first playthrough. I just felt like I really got into it better, so there is still an opportunity. Poll completed. Too deep. We've decided it is too deep. It's not too early to judge, and it's definitely not perfect. Nobody voted for perfect. So no different builds? What do you mean by no different builds exactly, Paul? See, Paul is a person in chat who hasn't played any of the remake. He is waiting for all three to come out so he can buy them as one thing together. And even then, he's not going to rush for it because he doesn't feel the need. I mean, at this point, you wouldn't really need to, would you? Dip back into the game also completed to see how the world might have changed had they opted for a different choice. Ooh. Dip back into the game once they've completed it to see how the world might have changed had they opted for different choice. So that makes me wonder if it will be such as Wutai, for example, if there's something that you could be doing in Wutai and then it's going to change what that looks like. Or Mediel, if a weapon fight doesn't go as you want it to, maybe some of Mediel will be worse off, or maybe you actually can save some of Mediel. So there could be maybe an alternate view of different towns, possibly? Hamaguchi also said that the upcoming game will actually make you feel tense about making crucial snap decisions. Oh my god, no! Which should be interesting. It should be noted that there will only be one ending, so the choices you make won't give a traditional good or bad ending. Here's what he said. Right. One thing RPGs like is careful about its possibility. People might watch a stream and feel satisfied without ever playing the game themselves. This is a bit of a crisis for the work, or rather, it's not something game creators can wholeheartedly celebrate. People watch a stream and it makes them think, what would I do in that situation, or how would I experiment, then hopefully they'll be inspired to try it themselves. I mean, honestly, if you think about they're worrying a bit too much about the way that we are in the modern world, I'd say, because if you think about 1 to 5, yeah, but some of them over the others, you already want to play it yourself because of the job classes, right? Maybe that's why they've put jobs into this version. You already want to do different playthroughs to the one that you might be watching of somebody playing it. You know, you might be like, oh, I want a full 4 red mages, see how that goes. So there is always, I think there's always that. Sorry, I'm just skipping through some tracks here that I want to skip through. Oh, that'll do. I think you see Mediel getting destroyed in the trailer. You see Weapon walking into it and them trying to hold him off with gun turrets. And I do wonder if you have options there. It looked a bit janky, the gun turret movement and everything, but it does also say it's not final footage, but it did look a bit janky. Different builds as in you can have different party makeup on each run or different materia setups for each one. Very interesting. Well, you can, because you do choose who you have in your party. So, and they have these, like, teamwork moves that you can do. I think it's called, I can't remember, is it called Synergy, guys? It's been a while. Just need to fix this because it's gone really far back on my head. They have their like dual person moves that they can do, and so that's fun. Synergy and synergy abilities, yes. Hello, Armando. Yeah, so things like that, Paul. They've got that, which is fun. Materia setups, actually, that was one of the things that I found quite interesting, is the amount of slots that you could have for summons now. Oh, and also they said that they're definitely going to have Knights of the Round, or at least some version of Knights of the Round. So that's going to be fun, right? We're all excited for that. So one of the things I wanted to do this evening, I've just gone through the news that I found. I mean, this guy, look, he's been saying that he's probably going to be doing an RPG. I think he's probably not going to be doing a Square one, right? Is he doing a Square one? Just not the remake series. I think Square, well, more than capable of delivering this RPG that could resonate with gamers. Fans might have a lot of, but I do want to take on this new challenge with another RPG, whether it be Final Fantasy or a different IP. I don't know. Personally, if it's not Final Fantasy, it's exciting. Yeah, so he's not saying that he's going to leave Square, but he's also not saying that he's going to stay at Square. So, one of the things I wanted to do is make a tier list, because on Wednesdays, what I would like to do is spin the wheel of my Final Fantasy games, and then depending on what we roll on, we'll determine how we treat that game from the tier list. So I need to make a tier list first, just so you know. H1 tier, thanks Paul. I think Knights of the Round is going to be a battle, believe it or not. Ooh, that'll take 6 hours. Oh, but that does sound fun though, doesn't it? Someone's Knights of the Round takes snap, sees the animation finish. Squint's looking for Final Fantasy XI. Oh, I see it. Okay, I'm not going to be putting... So I just chose... Look, if I go back, I just chose Final Fantasy main series. There are lots of other options here. There's all Final Fantasy games. You tell me, should I pick a different one? I thought that one was probably going to have what we want. Let's see. 8. Oh, there is 11. 15. 5. Not going to use that one. 4 yet. Is that 14? Not doing that one. 9. 1. 7. 6. Why aren't they in number order? 10 2, we're going to have a conversation and decide if I should include it or not. 10. I haven't played... I've played 13, but I've never played 13-2 and Lightning Returns, so they need to go in there, but I wouldn't know how to order them. So that's something maybe you guys can help me with. 3, I can't do Revenant Wings because I don't think I have any way of playing Revenant Wings, and I've never played it. 12, love it. 2, what's this one? Oh, it doesn't matter, it's 14. Doesn't matter, it's 14. Doesn't matter, it's 14. Doesn't matter, it's 14. And then 16. Hold on, where's 15? They left 15 out of this? Oh no, it's there. There's 15. Okay, cool. Are we missing any? Do we think we're missing any? It might be fun visiting some of the spin-offs sometime. The DS had quite a few. Alright, so if I go over to all Final Fantasy games... what are we thinking? Because I will use this with these images, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually going to play like the original Final Fantasy. It'll be the pixel remaster version of Final Fantasy. This has tactics in it, so what have we got? It does have, right? Can you see it? Yes, there, Final Fantasy Tactics. Again, it'll be new tactics, not OG tactics. It'll be whatever I have on the PC, basically. And not, I don't emulate stuff. Well, I say that, and then there's all this sort of like, I did originally play Dirge of Cerberus on the PlayStation 2. I don't think I own it anymore. So I wouldn't be able to play that, but I think it would be really funny to try playing that. 10-2 battle system is fun. Yeah, yeah, all the outfits. Hilarious time. 14 is S tier, as I still play it today. You've got a lot of friends in chat with that. A lot of people like 14. I was going to put it on my wheel. It's just very unlikely that I will play it outside of it landing on the wheel, which won't go well, but yeah. It was PS2, you still have it. You can come up here and play it, thanks. I mean, it's probably in my loft right now. I just don't know because everything's packed in my house. So, right, let's go with this one then, because we've got a lot here. And if you guys think that there's something missing, then you tell me there's something missing. But when it comes to things like, for example, right, this is going to be Pixel Remaster for me of Final Fantasy. Because it is the OG original Final Fantasy, I feel like it needs to be B or C tier. I'm going to go C for now, and then we might move them. And I'm assuming that this is number 2, which is going to be E, because I hated it. But I have recently been told by somebody that I need to give it a chance again. And I maybe just didn't understand the like the learning system for the weapons and everything. Like I didn't give it time, sort of thing. But no, I know 2 is terrible because you get introduced to a character, they die. You get introduced to a character, they die. It just keeps happening over and over again. Or you play Jurassic Park Evo 3 and just name all the dinosaurs after Final Fantasy characters. Maybe one day. Alright, Final Fantasy III, I seem to remember because it had humour. It had humour, but didn't have enough humour. This might move back down. You know what? I'm moving it to C. I'm also going to change the tune. Oh, it's a good tune. Alright, 4 was good. However, I feel like I really liked 5 as well. Did I like it equally? These are the questions. How do you guys feel about 4 and 5? Should they be equal merit in a list, or should one be over the other, in your view? You haven't played the games before 7? Oh, well, I really enjoyed the Pixel remasters. I played them... I mean, there's like the 3D versions of some of them that you can still get. So what were they? The DS versions? They are still available, but I really wanted to play all of them as the Pixel remasters, and so we went through them a few years ago. They're all on my YouTube channel if you're interested. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun playing through those. I think I might have accidentally turned our music up. Ah, well. That looks like that's 6, which is also really good. Oh, how do I get... We'll work this out. We will work this out. 7, I'm putting A. I'm not putting S. We will work this out. Right, 8, I'm putting really low down. Me, personally, didn't find 8 very interesting. And I might have been ill when I played it in the 90s, and that just gave me a really negative view of the game. It's really possible that something was wrong with me when I played it in the 90s, and that's why I've got a negative view of it. But yeah, going from 7, I think that was what it was. From playing 7 and then being given 8, I just was like, this is not the fantasy. This is humans, and I mean, there were Moombas, but it was just a bit... I also had a nightmare with the space thing that still haunts me today. But anyway. I would put 4 and 5 as same tier and probably a strong B. Sweet, well, we're alright then. Story of 8 is shite. The game mechanics are terrible and easy to break. Agree. Right, cool. Okay, we're all seeming a little... 8 is at least an A? Oh... Okay, Ripsy, you can hold your argument with us if you'd like. Do you want to tell us what it is you love about 8? There's no wrong here. Everyone is welcome to have their views on things. It was a fun game. But this is the thing. I loved the castle at the end in 8. I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed the castle. My biggest issue... Oh, that's a lot louder. Oh, tune. Guys, I have a video of a streamer called Goosewine dancing to this that I, again, adore. I love that he danced to this song for us. This was at the end of... It was at the end of one of our podcast episodes. Again, you'll have to check out the YouTube to find it. It was either a podcast episode about 16 or... I think it must have been about 16. Ah, it's just brilliant. He dances to it. It's great. It's a great video. Anyway, we're happy with 8 where it is, I think, but Ripsy is very happy to tell us. So, I feel it holds up closely to how 7-9 made you feel. It isn't my fave by far, but still 7-9 are my S tiers. Yeah, I mean, they might become my S tiers as we go through all of these numbers. We'll find out. Let me know if this music is overpowering or if it's okay. It's very epic, but I'm enjoying it. Okay. 9. Boom. 10. Oh, see, this is where I feel like 8 has to go down one, because I'm not as offended with 10 as I am with 8. I'm pretty offended by 8. I don't know if it should be in a mid. Maybe it's mid section. 10-2? What do we do with 10-2? 10's an S game. I know a lot of people love 10. I think the issue I have with 10 is the lack of skipping cutscenes. It's long. And then the, what's his name? Tidus is really annoying to have to listen to for me. 10-2 is trash, but it's fun. It is fun. It's definitely better than 2. Right, I'm ignoring 11. Sorry to 11 people. That appears to be 12. Wow. Now, I'm going to upset some people because I really enjoy 12. The thing with 12, I enjoy it for its gambit system. I enjoy it for its gameplay. I enjoy it for Balthia and Fran. I do not like Van. I'm not fussed about Penelo. The story is a story, but I really enjoy setting up gambits and having the gameplay itself. So it's quite high for me. I'm not gonna put it up with A, but I've actually really enjoyed playing 12 in the last few years, and I would very happily play it again. 10-2's story is horrid, but the dress sphere and job stuff is wonderful. You see, it's quite similar to how I feel about 12. It's that thing. It's like, the story itself isn't really great, but the actual gameplay is really fun. It's just a fun thing for you as a person to be having to play. How about we just move 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 to S rank? Oh, Dino. 'Cause 8. Interesting. Okay, 13. Oh dear. I don't remember enjoying 13 very much. I don't know if 13 should be on par with 2. Should 13 be on par with 2? Does other than thinking that Lightning looks lovely, does anyone actually care about the story or the gameplay of 13? Because I think 8 should be higher than 13. It seems a bit harsh. It does seem a bit harsh. It really does. But if you really question it, if you question it against 8, I feel like 8 is higher. How do we feel? Should be higher than 8? You think it should be higher than 8? You think 13 should be higher than 8? Hey, Chago, how you doing? I played 13 for a total of 20 minutes on release and never turned it back on. Oh, it should be lower than 8. Okay, then we are in agreement. You'd put it in D, Armando. Okay, so you would want it level. Oh god, that's so loud. Oh my god, that's so loud. Oh, that's so loud. I don't know where it is. Oh, how do I find that gameplay? Where is that being captured from? I need to set that somewhere else. Sorry if that really hurt everybody's ears, because it hurt mine. An ad is starting in 37 seconds, just so you're all aware. I could put it on a quick BRB, maybe get myself some water. But we will be continuing with the tiers. Also, if you don't have the ads, or if your ad only lasts 30 seconds, I've made my own ads, so you'll be having a whale of a time during the break. Just so you're aware. It's going to start in 10 seconds, so I'll just go into it now. I really enjoyed 13 when I played it. I haven't been able to play it, replay it. Yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes. Don't worry, it'll be less than 5 minutes. I will see you in a sec.
kid, show me what you got. Yeah, right. Next. Yes. Next. Ooh, scary. Next. 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 Next.
Final Fantasy III. Do you have what it takes? Final Fantasy III from Squaresoft.
Next.
Does this not kind of look like a dancing butt? Like, 1 second I was looking at it and I was thinking boobs, and then I was like, no, actually, it looks like a dancing butt. It's just like... It could be either. You've never been attracted to a ship until now. This game's from 2001, you're lucky you've got an objective marker for your main quest. There's no way you're getting markers for every side thing. Oh my god! What did I just say? How is this? Is that Doomsday? Why did I do that? Oh, we're back in. That should have faded. My fades never fade properly. Right. Hopefully everybody is out of their ads. Hopefully you don't have like an actual 5 minute of ads. Do let me know that you're back, right? I'm hoping you're all back. For me, it's not the combat, it's the way the story is executed. The dialogue throws way too many similar sounding fantasy terms. So many of the character moments felt so incredibly melodramatic. So that is from What is everyone hate my favorite Final Fantasy games? The Paradigm System is lovely. Is that 13 based? Were we talking about 13? Was that was Paradigm, wasn't it? See, I just don't remember it. Don't remember it at all. I'm really sorry. I will replay it. It's always been my intention to replay every single one of the Final Fantasy games on Twitch so that there is evidence that I've played all of them. Mainline. Got to have that caveat there. Yeah, so you're talking about 13. Yeah, it's you see, because that sounds very similar to 8 with the character moments feeling incredibly melodramatic. The rest of the sentence doesn't, but the character moments and being really, they were very teenage in 8. That's why I think I didn't really get on with 8. Ooh, hold it, just did another thing to my ears. Oh, I just stopped my music. Oh no, what am I doing with my ears? I don't know how I make these things work. Okay. They're playing music again. Right. Let's carry on with the tier because I need to. We have a problem because I've never played 13.2. So here is, I think that's 13.2. Looks like that's 13.2. So can somebody in chat please tell me where we put 13.2? Is it equal to 13? Do we feel that it should be the same as 13? I'm sorry about my hair tonight, guys. I could not be bothered to do anything with it, so I just put it back in a hair band. And then there's also lightning returns, right? So you guys are going to have to tell me if 13, 2, and 3 actually got better than 13, or if we're just going to say they're all bottom, get them out of here. So then we've got 15. Now I have an issue with 15 in that it wasn't finished when I played it, because I played it when it was first released. And now there are all those extra bits. There's an actual, like, game. And I haven't played that. I haven't got that far with it. So I don't know how good 15 should be at this point. Because I know a lot of people don't like it. But then some people don't mind it. It is quite different as a Final Fantasy. So I've put it mid-tier at the minute because I think it's probably alright. I seem to remember there being some pretty cool parts in it. I don't know how I felt about the gameplay aspect of it. I definitely threw a sword a lot to get to my destinations. I would have said your hair looks amazing. Thanks, Paul. I don't know anything about the 13 sequels, so I'm abstaining. Alright, thank you very much. We've got 16 now. Dino's onto one with 16. I'm not going to say it's a top tier. But it's definitely... See, this is where we're going a bit into the S, aren't we? Because I really did enjoy 16, and I think I've got good memory of 16. When I was playing it, I was just playing it. But since then, I've been thinking about it. It's been, like, what, a year and a half since I played it? I've only played it once, and I really want to play it again. And it's only because of Dion. 16 was okay? Yeah. So I'm just looking at the things that are in B, and I'm thinking, do I feel that 16 is better than... Oh, I think 6 should be up. I think I'm bringing it down, because I think 6 should be higher than 5 and 4 and 16 and 12. So I think we might do that. What is this tune? I don't want it. I don't want it. Go away. Collapse Expressway? No. You're laughing at 8 in D tier? Well, at least we can laugh, eh? I'm just going through all of the music on this Final Fantasy playlist on Spotify, and I don't remember this tune. 4-8 fans? I know. Alright, what else have we got? We've got... I can't do the After, because I've never played it. We've got 7 Remake. Now, we know that Remake isn't actually that good. We're happy that it exists, but it's not that good. Rebirth, as I was saying, was a lot more fun. A lot more fun than I thought it would be. I actually had quite a lot of fun with Crisis Core Reunion, the remade version of it. I actually had quite a lot of fun with that, so I can put that on there. I mean, it's better than... Is it better? I think it's quite equal to 8 because it's pretty bad. It's not really a game. But Rebirth and Remake. Remake, I think. Oh, it's a tough one. So Ripsy's saying that Remake should be C. I would put Rebirth as B, just because you get so much more of what you wanted. But was it good enough? Was it good enough? See, now I'm starting to put everything in C, because I'm looking at 16 and I'm like, was that good enough, or am I just having happy memories? Right, Dirge is definitely rubbish. But was it better than Lightning? Rebirth is a B? I think it is. I think it is a B. Has anyone in chat played Dirge of Cerberus? And do you remember it? Is the question. Do you remember Dirge of Cerberus? Although I feel like I'm not allowed to have it in here because I won't be able to play it. I'm going to remove it because I haven't played it. I'm just going to leave it out. What is this? Oh, Ever Crisis. We're not playing Ever Crisis. We're not playing whatever that is as well. We're not playing that. Tactics. So, it's going to be new tactics, and I see that they've got a bunch of bloody tactics here. I'm just going to ignore them, and then this is the tactics that I'm going to be playing. Unless that's the new tactics. Yes and yes, it was not a Final Fantasy game. That's 11. Which one's 11? Oh, that one's 11, is it? No. That's Revenant Wings, isn't it? Oh, the after, is that 11? Hold on, I don't know, Paul, what you're saying. Mr. Klemp's video is enough for me to stay away from Dirge. I haven't seen Mr. Klemp's video. I am intrigued. I will look it up after. So, Final Fantasy Tactics, I played last year, actually, I think. When it came out, we streamed Tactics. And the story wasn't great. The gameplay was obviously fun. But the thing for me with that is it had been hyped up by you guys for so long that I really expected something amazing with an amazing story. And then I got to the end of it and I was like, guys, there were so many faults with this story. There were so many things wrong. I had fun. But there was a bit like the story confused me quite a lot because I was like, well, that wouldn't be like that, and that why was that happening, and how did that happen? What went on with that? So yeah, I'm gonna mid it because it is fun. It's a good tactics game. It's a fun tactics game. Nice options. Good battle fun stuff. But I don't think it should go any higher than C. I really like this tune. Right, I'm going to ignore all of these. I think we might be out of... Yeah, I'm out of things. So have I got 1? Where's 1? Because they all look funny, don't they? Where's 1? 1. That one. 2 down here. 3 there. I'm assuming that's 3. Can't quite see, but I think that's 3. 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 7 is there, 8 is there, 9 is... No, that 8 is there, 9 is there, 10 is there, 10 2 is there. Right, 11, 12 is there. 13 is down here. 13, 2, 3. 14, 15 is in the middle. 16 is in up on B. That's all the main lines. We've got Rebirth, moving this tune on. Scarlet's theme. I'm surprised 1 is a C because it barely has a plot. I've given it a C because it is the first one and it does sort of, it introduces the series, right? And it does things. It has it just has the whole basic of an original... What is the word that I'm looking for? But it has what it wants. It has what it needed for the time. I'm trying to find a good tune that I actually want to listen to. That'll do. That's why Final Fantasy is in C. Like, if I were to compare it to 8, maybe I quite like, because of the fact it's only a couple hours to you can get rid of it and get through it in a couple of hours. I quite liked that aspect of it. And the gameplay. Right, okay, it's going down a D. I don't think it's bad, but it's going down a D because I did have issues with the first big cave where I didn't have any money. All right, it's going down a D. So. Do we want to move some things around? Let's see. I still have 7 and 9 as S tier. Are they S tier? Or do we just have great memories? How do people feel about it? Are they S tier or do we just have, like, warming memories? 6 is very good as well. In your opinion, S tier. And then we've got 4, 5. This music's about to get great. Oh, it's about to get good. 4, 5. There it is. See, I really liked 5 for the fun, so I think that should be high. Ain't the memories all you have left at the end of the day? Very good point, very true. We've got 12, 16, Rebirth. I think we're all in agreement with that. Do any people think maybe 16 or Rebirth should actually be on par with 6? Does anybody think they should be on par with 6? Well, Dino might, actually. Dino might think that. So we've got 3, 10, 15, 7 Remake, and Tactics in C. Rebirth maybe an A? Yeah. I can go back and play 7 and 9 OG today? Yeah. Happily. I mean, I play a lot of these today, though. Happily. I think we're happy with everything in C. And then we've got Final Fantasy I, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X-2, and Crisis Core as D. See, I wouldn't... It's so funny, because to me, D, you should be offended by being in, like, a D tier. But I'm seeing that as, like, a C. I don't think 8 and Crisis Core and 10-2 should be offended that I've put them in D tier. Does that make sense? And then we've got 2 in E. 2 is always going to be at the very bottom. There's nowhere else it can go. It's just impossible for 2 to be considered a good game in the slightest. 13, sadly, always has been known to not be that great, apart from some people do really like 13. But the story is just... Oh, no, just so many things about 13 that I can't get into. And then I have put those two... I should probably take these out because I haven't played them. No, do you know what? I'm leaving them in there because if I'm going to do Spin the Wheel Wednesday and we do actually spin onto a 13, 2 or 3, then we can't... we need them in here. Crisis Core is a bad game with a few standout moments. Yes, I think D is perfect for it. Yeah. Yeah. This you need to move. Okay, so is there anything in here that I need to have in this? Oh, I probably need to have 14 in this list if I'm gonna put... Do I have 14 on my wheel of names? Oh, I don't currently have it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Hold on, I need to skip this tune. I do not want that tune. Oh, yeah, you can blitz off. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no 11, 12, 13, no 14, 15, 16. But we also have... So maybe I'll take 13 and 13-2 out. One day we could potentially play them. Crisis Core... I will... If I do spin the wheel on Wednesdays where we choose a Final Fantasy game, well, we don't, we spin the wheel, and we then play that Final Fantasy game. Would anybody ever be interested in us playing a round of Crisis Core? Just playing a little bit of Crisis Core? I should put Tactics in there. I don't think that should be left out. And I should eventually... I should be putting Rebirth and Remake in there, but I don't have my PlayStation, actually 16. I don't have my PlayStation hooked up, and that's where my 16 would have to be in there as well. So we want FF Remake, FF Rebirth. I mean, there's no real harm in Crisis Core, right? I say leave 13 on there and play through 13, then 13-2 and 13-3 in order. Makes sense. Makes sense. Maybe I should remove Crisis Core. Crisis Core is more arcade than it is telling a story, which means it could be quite fun for a Wednesday. If we land it on a Wednesday, it could be quite fun. Oh, I need to add 10-2 in, I think. Or do you want me to do like Paul did for 13? We'll do it where we eventually play those. So let's take out... Oh no, let's leave it in, because we'll eventually have it in there. Yeah, let's leave it in there. That one. and that one. And we'll eventually get round to them. I mean, it'll probably be a really long way in the future. If ever. We've got Tactics Remake Rebirth. That's probably all of them. So the plan is that if we... This is not happening today. Would be happening on a Wednesday. If we were to spin the wheel, depending on the tier that it is, will determine the extra fun that we're going to have during that stream. So, like, if it was... I need to remind myself what I've got set up because I can't remember. If it's an S tier, for an example, you guys are going to have a lot more opportunities for fun. I have to just try and find it. Hang on. Where did I write it down? So, C or lower kicks off prizes. B or higher, we're just going to play the game. S tier will kick off hype and something else I need to work with. So that's my plans for Wednesdays. Basically, if it's C or lower, it's considered something that people generally wouldn't necessarily want to watch. So we're going to have fun things happening at the same time so that we have something to entertain us all at the same time. And then BA would always be great, and then S is obviously always going to be great, but equally do extra stuff. Are you going to add 14? I know you're not a huge fan, but it can be played for free. So the thing with 14 is, yes, I could. What tier do you guys that have played 14 or do play 14, what tier would you put it as? Just the base original, not original, but, you know, 14 without any of the expansion stuff. Where would you put it on a tier list? So I would put it on the Wheel of Names. I do need to check if I still have an account or something, because I think they did an update and wanted us to have like signed something that I have not done, and so yeah, I don't know. Your account is forever. Well, there was some kind of email about, like, you need to do something by this time, and I didn't. You've been told it's very good. Alright. Whoever in chat has played 14, please tell me what letter you would give it. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Ooh, a little bit sleepy. And then we'll eventually actually play Final Fantasy VII, where we have just got to calm, so it does mean that we've got a little bit of boring Sephi introduction. It's one of the best MMOs ever. Well, when it's pitted against not MMOs, where does that leave it, eh? Where would that put it? Should I put it as... I think a lot of you guys would say that it is a B. I reckon a lot of you would say B. So I'll leave it there. Probably a B. There we go. It sounds like I've got it right. Okay. I think we're done with our catching up on the news and our tier list. I think we've got it ready to go. Which means on Wednesday, I will spin the wheel. I will spin the wheel on Wednesday. So let me now... pause my music, probably. I'll pause the music, and and we will get off of that, and we will load up an actual game. Let's load up the game. It is time to play Final Fantasy VII. Loud noises. All right. This is where we're at. It does actually seem quite loud. Turned it down. There's so much in 14 that some parts of it are S and others are E. Yeah, I thought that. thought that might be the case. Okay, so we are now playing Final Fantasy VII. Thank you very much for entertaining the news with me. It's still quite loud in my ear holes. Alright, we skip through the conversation because most of us, if not all of us, know what's up. Actually, before I go in there, is there anything we want to steal from people's houses? So we have got the Matra Magic enemy skill. We immediately got that straight out of Midgar on our way over here. And I'm just going to pillage. Woof woof. Woof woof. Just gonna pillage. Does this one have it? I think this one has it, right? Yeah, nice. Before we go into a whole Tifa Sephi story, I'm playing 16 now, and aside from the combat, I really like it. Are you only just like, is this your first playthrough of it, Chago? Because I have only played it once myself, but that was 2024, Christmas 2024. And I gave it the time to enjoy, and I did enjoy it. Like, I struggle a little bit sometimes with combos, button combos. Nope, there's nothing up here. But story-wise, like, oh my god, Dion. I still want Dion. I want Dion. Sorry, I do. I want Dion to have more. I want his life to have been better. I want Dion. I much prefer Dion to everybody else in the game. Can you tell? Can you tell how I feel about Dion? He's got his health and all's well. That's good to know, old man. It's your first playthrough? I hope you enjoy it. I really like Dion. He is my favourite. He needs more airtime. I hope you're already at the point where you've actually met Dion and you know who the hell I am talking about. But yeah, gameplay-wise, some of the combos, I can't even remember. I don't even remember how it works. I don't even remember how you play the game, but I remember that I struggled a little bit with something about buttons. Cloud, I'm late. I'm late. Your man, you're late. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna hear a story. We're gonna hear it all. Once upon a time, Tifa and I lived in this place. No, you didn't. I was a soldier. No, you weren't. I was 16. I was fighting red dragons. No, you weren't. I was doing 50,000 squats a day. No, you weren't. I was the squat master. No, you weren't. Do you need some alone time with Dion? Yes, but the thing is, Paul, he wouldn't find me. He's not interested in the female. So, it's not that I fancy him. I mean, I do love his story. I love who he is as a person. You know, a character in the game. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Dion. He's really cool as well, though. Like, who he is really cool. Look at Sephi! Look at Sephi go! Oh, look at those lovely purple toenails. Oh, it's not a red dragon, it's a green dragon, which I don't think we ever actually... Do we ever come across green dragons? You sure with buttons? No way, I don't believe you. Oh yeah, we should be playing that bingo. Just forgot about my bingo card. I've got a bingo card on the go, and I forgot about it. Oh, the one that I've generated, I can't win. There's no way I can get a full house on my bingo card because it's got something on it that doesn't happen in 7. Oh well, the luck of the draw. When did I first play 7? In 1998. I didn't get it straight away because I wasn't allowed a games console until the next year, I think. The first thing that we got was a PC because my parents required a PC as well as I then did for school. So I got, when we bought our first PC, I also then asked if I could, like, as a present, get Final Fantasy VII for the PC, because one of my friends at school had introduced me to the game because they had a PlayStation and they were just playing snowboarding on repeat. They weren't playing the game at all. And even then I was just like, well, that's really cool. I want to do snowboarding on repeat. So yeah, I managed to get it in 1998, and then I think Christmas of 1998, but it might have been 1999, I had a PlayStation that they gave me for Christmas with Final Fantasy VIII. So yeah, so I had 7 on the PC, which was actually a really bad thing because I found the folder structure and I could watch all of the FMVs, and I spoiled it for myself because I watched certain FMVs before their time. Just watched all of them. This guy's a real... Oh, okay. So yeah, that's when I first played 7, and then I obviously played, I mean, it's not obvious, but I played 8 then, right from release as well. And then I played 9 right from release. I played 10 right from release. I did not have the internet capabilities for 11, so that was always ignored. 12 was from release, so I played the original 12, because now we've got, like, Zodiac. The Zodiac version of 12. My hair's actually really annoying me in this thing. Which is much better than the original. Zodiac Age. Yeah, it's much better than the original. I can't even remember how 12 plays because it's been so long since I've actually played that. But yeah, it's still early. I think I need to go to Tifa's house and fail at a minigame. Chipster! Thanks for the follow. This game was special in its day. So good. It was just so good. What else did I play on release? 13 I would have played on release and then immediately found, like, oh dear, that's such a shame. I remember in 13 I was always just like, why did I not get my world map? I was always waiting for the world map. I mean, even 10. Oops. Oh, I've accidentally said no. This is what happens when you just keep ticking things. Did you go into my house? Yes, I did. I thought you might be home. Ha 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 ha. That's my reason, and I'll stand to buy it. I don't think there's anything to pick up other than... Did you go in my room? Yes. Yes, I did. Did you look at my stuff? Maybe. I jammed on it. How did this go? Ah. This is why I can never do it, because my buttons are not the buttons. Right. No. Oh. It's cancelled. I will never be able to complete this because I don't have... These buttons are not the buttons. Right. No. 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 Ooh. No, we're not going to be able to do it. We're not going to be able to do it. I just have to never complete this game. Oh, that's so annoying. This is always the bloody way. I don't have the buttons that it's telling me to press. Right, okay. Anyway, yes, 13 came out. Never played 13.2 or the... I think I actually had Lightning Returns, but I never played 13.2. Actually, why am I doing all of this? There's nothing to look at. This is in the past. I'm not getting anything. This is wasting time. Sorry. 14 still didn't have good internet. Couldn't have played 14. 15, as I said, I played it on release. Let's get some sleep. Played it on release, and then it wasn't really finished. 16 I couldn't play until I had a PlayStation, and that happened 2024. Good times. There you go, that's my entire history of Final Fantasy when I have played Final Fantasy games. As for 1 to 6, I played the PC version of 6 probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. That was my first time of playing 6. And then my first time of playing the Pixel Remasters 1 to 6, because I hadn't ever played 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I played them when they were released in order on Twitch. Enjoyed the hell out of it. And we then played Tactics as soon as Tactics was released. You need to maybe try out 1 to 6. I really enjoyed it. If you really enjoy, I mean, definitely 6, and definitely, I would say 4. Everyone really pushes for 4. 6 is 100% gotta play 6. A lot of people think that would prefer 6 over even 7. They are very different games. Very different games, but I really enjoy them. I wouldn't ever play 2 for fun, really. I mean, I would, but not in that way. And 1 is, I'd say, short. 3 I had lots of fun with, but then you might as well play 5, because they're both job class games, 3 and 5. And then 4, a lot of people like the story of... I found 5 had a good bit of humour, that's why I thought 5 was pretty good. It's a good bit of humour in there, some funny characters. And then 6 is just amazing. Like, there's so many... I mean, literally so many characters in 6. A lot happens in 6 as well. So 6 is... Everybody should definitely give 6 some time. I've got a Sephiroth in my chest. I've got a Sephi in my chest. Has the 6 had a graphical update? Not really. I mean, for the Pixel Remaster, they made it, like, cleaned it up for Pixel Remaster times. I mean, Sephi's just gonna kill them all in one go, isn't he? Ow! Whoa. Okay. Rude. He's gonna bring me back to life, right? Sephi? Yeah? You're gonna bring me back to life? So, the 6-pixel remaster version, they've given the nice little lights and an extra sort of detail to. They've also... They've amended... Amended isn't the word. They've made certain scenes like the opera, which is a sort of big, well-known piece in the game. They've added some sort of 2D HD aspects to that. Well, not really, but yeah, they've updated those little bits a little bit, but ultimately it's the same. It's the same but different. And that's why I think it should be Octopath Traveler different. Octopath Traveler 2, for me, is absolutely beautiful, and I think Final Fantasy VI in Octopath Traveler 2 style would be amazing. Especially if they could do the day and night thing. I am interested in Resonance, but I don't really want to pay money for a game that's being rehashed out of what was a free mobile game. I do have a bit of an issue with that. But it does look nice, because it is the same, basically the same engine as Octopath games. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on, we've got to get to the good stuff. Especially how much they're asking for resonance. Yeah, exactly. Is it 40 quid, I think? Yeah, I'm a bit... It was free, and now it's not. But it does obviously look different, right? They've done stuff to it, so it is different. But, yeah, it's still kind of like, 40 quid different? Come on, Sephi, you're in my way. God damn it. This is Genova, it won't open. This music's quite prominent. Come and have a look, Cloud. What? What have we done? Why did it break? Oh my god! See, Sephi's a nice guy. He just learns some things. He sees some things, you know? Ojo, put something else in there. Look through the window, I'm trying. Imagine making this tune in the 90s. Music was epic, yeah. Just imagine sitting in a room in the 90s and just going beep beep on a MIDI keyboard. Beep 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 beep. Sephi, your sword doesn't work against metal. Come on, man. I was different, but not like this. Not like this. We never see people that look like that in this game. We never see those. We never fight those. We kind of do in Remake. In the underground facility. I didn't really understand what Sephi meant. I was more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. You are one, Cloud. You're a monster. Tifa is silent. Keep talking. Nothing can go wrong, right? Tifa, where were you? Yes, I was outside. Everything is definitely as he says. Oh yeah, he's holed up in the mansion for ages, isn't he? Reading. If only I could spend days just reading. It would be lovely. I get so much reading done. I spent a day reading. Well, I suppose I've got to find him. Can I do anything with Vincent in this bit? Because it's a flashback, I'm guessing no? I don't even think it opens. Yeah, it's not a thing, is it? I wouldn't want Sephi reading who he is. Aww. Genova confirmed to be an ancient. Project approved. Hi Sephi, how you doing? Hello? Oh. Okay there? My mother's name is Genova. How did he know his mother's name was Genova, though? Who told you? Why did you die? Leave me alone. I did like how we came across Vincent in Rebirth. He didn't come out of the Shinra mansion. He read as if he was possessed. That would be fun. Well, I mean, how much time would it... That would take me a very long time to read all of those books that he just read. I can't imagine they would just be lying in the hotel waiting for him. Oh, they're not. They're in the Shinra mansion waiting for him. Well, that would be creepy too. I wouldn't really want to be there. Yo, Sephi, it's time we left the house. We can't afford this anymore. It's funny how we have to just do the same run all over again. Just to get ha 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 to this bit. Ha 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 ha. Have you ever tried New Threat or any of the challenge runs? No, I don't think I have actually. I'm trying to think. I feel like no, I don't think I've done New Threat or any of the challenges, no. I think I did install Echo S at one point for the voices, but I generally just turn them off. And I also sort of turn any of the modded looks off as well, because I like how it OG was. Yeah, Echo S. We had Sooner on the podcast. I might have had him twice, but I think I've only had him once. We've had Sooner on the podcast when I once did the podcast. I'm going to see my mother. Tunes. Where he was talking about Echo S7, 8, and 9. This is a while ago now, so 7 was in a really good place. 8 and 9 was sort of in the process and were seemingly coming forward quite well, and now I think 8 and 9 have hit a few stumbling blocks along the way. Last time I played this game, I had all of them looking like chibis with Echo S. It was rather refreshing. I mean, yeah, it definitely gives a different view of everything, for sure. The process is good. You start at 9999 HP and 999 MP and can't heal or revive at any point. Oh. So it's just like how long you can last? How far have you managed to get through with that CK? Let's go have a look. Nope. I'm this guy. Shakes head. It would be interesting to see how far I could get with that. Because it's kind of like a speed run. Never healing and reviving. You'd probably... Yeah, I guess you do heal in parts in the speed runs, but like, I think I would get quite far. I mean, it's all the luck of the draw, isn't it, really? People should say OG before Remake and Rebirth. Should play OG before Remake and Rebirth. Yes, Kevin, I agree. They definitely should. So, like, if I were to play the Necrosis version with the speedrun style way of playing, where you're just throwing grenades forever, I think I'd get pretty far with that. But again, it's the RNG of if something just jumps on me, could be gone. I'm trying to read and move at the same time. I used the question mark enemy skill. That really helped. Oh, how did you get that though? Does it start with it in that mod? No chance I'm good, but not that good. Ah, well, oh, for killing the weapons as well. Yeah, I doubt you could stay alive without being able to heal to kill the weapons as well. Slice! I did find it interesting, actually, that in Remake? I think it is in Remake. He starts questioning her and she shows that she has a scar on her. Never really thought about that aspect with OG. OG Thieves in this story. You wonder if it is possible? Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I do wonder, CK, do you know if there are any, like, videos on YouTube or anything of how far people have got with Necrosis? With the mod? Like, if anyone has actually managed to do all of the things. So when you get the Nibble Mansion, it takes off the difference between your HP and max HP and max. Yeah. I was wondering if, because you have to get that far, right? So you've got pretty far in the game with that setup. That's pretty cool. Let's take the planet together! Excuse me, sir. You've just burnt down my house? Don't you spam hero drinks and Omni Slash and Knights of the Round? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You gotta get them, though, haven't you? Those worthless creatures. You were hitting for about 7,000-8,000. Nice. I'm sure there's someone that has done it. I finished the game, but not the weapons. Nice! Oh, cool. So do you remember what kind of HP you had at the end if you were playing the game Necrosis mode? Do you remember how much HP and MP even that you probably had? Like, that's pretty cool. I think, like, I always play the Tifa setup at the end. I usually kind of do it's probably an out-of-date speedrun style, usually, the way I play this. So, like, Tifa with her, Death Soul? Power Soul. With Death Sentence on her, so she hits really hard, double hits, Death Blow, all of those things. And then I think I usually have, well, obviously Cloud, but I think I have Sid. I think I usually have Sid as my other one in the final party. But yeah, because Tifa is generally just kicking twice every turn, and she's hitting all of the points, doesn't really use any MP. It was close. I'm sure it was, but that is also a really nice, fun way of playing it, isn't it? I hope no one has epilepsy. That scene is always just like, how is that allowed and not an epileptic fit? But anyway, we've gone through the story. Yay! One of the bits that I've never really enjoyed in OG, but I was looking forward to seeing how they did in let's say right. I was looking forward to how they did it in the remake. Oh brother, which is Rebirth. I thought you were gonna, Tifa. You should have been dead, but you weren't. Let's go. Yep. Oh, Red. What a fascinating story. See, the way he speaks is old person style. What a fascinating story. So he should be. You can do it, Cloud. I believe in you. You can do it, Cloud. I believe in you. Go on. Go on. Cloud. Thank you. Thank you, Cloud. Ah, round corner. Ah. Oh, it's PHS time. Yay! I'll be going now. Yeah, see you later. Don't need to sit. Well, actually, I do. I do intend to get her limit break. Right. Do I actually have any? I've got 3,000. Let's see what we've got going on. We keep getting stuck behind people. I think this is the item store. Yeah. Right. So, let's think. You can change Cloud at any point in the game, but I didn't. He died at the last boss. I didn't do too many random battles unless for enemy skills. That makes sense. The mods made me love this game again. So many options. I love mods. So many games I've gone back to with a fresh view. Like, it's a new game. Yeah, I totally understand that. Right, I think I'm probably in a good place for the items. I want to. I feel like there's a new materia here. Earth. Oh, and heal. Right, I do need to sell. Got 2 cents? How have I got 2 cents? When did that happen? Did someone give me this? We'll keep everything else. Are there any items I really don't need? If I'm not using a bronze bangle... I'll get rid of the guard source. Okay. So, I can afford one of each. Let's look at what I have weaponry-wise. Mithrils, they're on the mithril. Okay. Which 2 of them have got already, so that's fine. Right, so I'm gonna go purchase the 2 things I'm missing. So that I have them. And we can make some points. Get some points out of them. Alright. If you really hate yourself, try hardcore. Who knew that sense was so common? Ha ha ha! Right. We're on to the next. We're on to a chocobo, guys. Which at one point I really could do. I used to be able to very easily do the sort of speedrun strat way of running across it without getting hit. But now, alas, I won't. I will go and get a chocobo, and I will do it the right way. That was the old way, wasn't it? The old speedrun way. This music's louder than everything else. The old speedrun way was before they got that skip. Do they call it the calm skip? But the skip where they get on a chocobo and then they can go through the mountains. Before they knew of that skip, they used to just run across with the right timing, and so I learned to do that. Have I done a speedrun? Technically, but not properly, so not like an official one. So every now and then I do a charity stream. I haven't done it for a long time, but every now and then I do a charity stream of Final Fantasy VII in one go. And in order for me to do Final Fantasy VII in one go, the first time I did it was 26 or 7 hours. And the second time was like 23. It was definitely under 24 hours. So yeah, so it's all for charity. Walk. Walk. So that was my speedrun version. The latest one. Because I don't do any of the skips. I'm not going to do any of the skips because it's for charity, right? So I'm not going to do any of the skips. So it is just playing the game. How do I feel about Part 3 Chocobo breeding? I honestly think Part 3 Chocobo breeding isn't really going to be breeding. I think we've got Pico the Chocobo, and I think that they're going to be, like, you give them things, basically. So, yeah, I don't think we're getting... Oh, I need money, don't I? How much money do I need for this Chocobo? Oops, sorry, I hit the mic for this Chocobo, look. Give me one! Cloud, you rude boy. Old folks. Ha 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 ha. Any tips for speedrunning? Yeah, you grenade. Grenade all the way through Midgar. Grenade all the way up until you can get Molotov cocktails. Then you just get Molotov cocktails. On your way to Coral Canyon, when there's the wooden bridge that creaks, steal a right arm from one of the red bombers, and I don't know what they're called. They're a bomb and they're red. Steal a thing from them, a right arm from them. Use that on Dine. Dine's dead immediately. Otherwise, you need to use a couple Molotov cocktails. And then I think you're pretty much using Molotovs for a little bit longer, and then I can't actually remember what I start using from then on. But yeah, that gets us going for a while. We're in ads! Oh... It's alright, I'll tell him in a minute. My tip is don't! Oh, Paul. How do I catch one? And then? How do I get the thing from him? There we go. 2,000 gil. Damn it. Okay, can I sell stuff to you? Oh, is that it? Okay. We're gonna have to go to the other house. I think I can sell stuff with them. Bear with. Yes. I need 2 grand. Okay, so I can't get anything from him. Can I sell? How much money do I have? Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna have to do some fights. I'm just gonna have to do some fights. Make some money. Gonna have to make some money. I did the thing wrong. I did the thing wrong. I gotta make some money. Is CK back from the ads? Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Can I just match or magic you guys, or is that gonna go horribly wrong? Oh. Oh. I guess I could PHS and get some of the other guys to have fun. Please hurt them. Nice. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh no, we're in a bit of a problem now. Okay. Okay, I might swap, because we can. I might swap, let's get red in. Yeah, sure. Have it. Do you need anything, though? We'll put that on. Oh, let's put it on. It's just gonna bring his health down loads, but hello Ripsy, you're back. Hopefully CK's back as well. So what was I saying? The tips. Oh dear, I really need to burp. The tips of speedrunning. Don't do what I've just done. Just spending all of my money when I need to have 2 grand. So now I'm having to run around. Oh, did I ever change the audio levels in this? It just seemed loud. Yeah, grenade, grenade, grenade. Then you've got Molotovs. Use Molotovs. Steal a right arm for Dine. Use that on Dine. What else? I'm gonna do a cross slash. Because we want to actually get everybody's limit breaks in this playthrough. Ooh, crit. Nice. Oh no, don't do it. Oh crap. Did accidentally. I lost you at Dine right arm. Yeah, use the right arm on Dine, so you have to steal it from the red bomb. There's all sorts of tricks for getting through a load of the bad guys. I need 2 grand. I'm just running around here because I need 2 grand to buy a chocobo lure because I'm an idiot. I did do an escape Midgar at 2:30, but nothing after that. Yeah, we look at some of my save files. I have... God, this is loud in my ears. Midgar area. So I've done 2:30 in Midgar. I think that might be... Oh, there's 2:21. So 2:21 appears to be my best Midgar run. By the looks of it. 2:21. It's the best I could do. And it's not even that good. But it's not, it means that you're not doing any skips. I think I'm too old to start the speedrun, but I might give it a go. Never too old. Definitely never too old. It's fun. Like, it is fun. The bit that because I know that I'm never going to get into things such as step count. Like, I'm not going to go that into it. I'm not going to bother counting my steps. I'm not going to learn how to do skips. Because I enjoy playing all of the game. I don't want to skip big chunks of it. But I wouldn't say you could. I don't think you could ever be too old for it because it's not like a speed thing, is it? Oops, I've accidentally set off another limit break. There we go. We weren't meant to be doing this, but it's happened. Oh well, it's a brain thing. Well, yeah, it does require, but again, like, you just have things written down. Like, when you just read them as you go. You just have it as a list of things next to you and just read it. I'm gonna have to go, fairly sharpish. I was trying to get past Zolom, and then I failed at getting 2 grand. I still haven't got 2 grand. Because I need to go, I need to sleep, fairly soon, because we are getting woken up really early at the minute by a number of things, one of which is an annoying dog, one of which is our cat, and the other one is a guy that's coming around and painting our house at 7 AM, so... ooh, what a nice mix of things! Well, you definitely don't quake these. That's Matra Magic, but I don't know if that's actually gonna go well. Let's big shot the bag, big guy. Who comes to someone's house at 7 AM? A painter. Absolutely mad painter. I have somebody painting, so we've got a load of renovation work going on with our house. We've hired a guy to do some of these rooms, and he's doing 7 AM till 7 PM, which some days he has actually been doing all the way from 7 AM till 7 PM, but we've also, if he like finishes a coat and he can't do any more in the house, and it's like 6 o'clock, then he'll leave at 6 o'clock. We didn't ask this of him. This is his own doing. He does this to himself, guys. He's like, yes, so I'll work 12-hour days. Right. Is 7 o'clock okay for you? I guess it has to be. Otherwise it means you're going to be in my house until 8 PM. So it's the way it works. Is he painting the house twice? I mean, technically, yeah, because you got to do... Because it's new plaster. He's miscoating everywhere. And then he's miscoating again, I think. Or like he's touching up all the walls that have any... You know, he's a proper decorator. Like he is a legit guy. He's sanding it down and doing all the things, and then he's doing however many coats that we need of the paint. Let's just buy 2 greens and hope that we kill things really quickly. Alright. And I need to actually remember to put the lure on. Because the amount of times that I have done that. Alright. Oh, he's sad. Red's sad. Let's get the chocobo music! Chocobo music! Come on. Chocobo music. Get me chocobo. Chocobo music. Come on. He's gonna have the chocobo music now. He's gonna have a chocobo music. Yeah! If you come in at 7 AM, get back to bed. Yeah, I mean, when I was ill last week, I did do that. But not now I'm not ill. I'm using it as time to, like, glacially get myself up. One down. Where is it? Okay, we did it in enough time. Okay, you need to be dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come here! Uh-oh, the chocobo's gonna run! Oh, thank God. It's so slow. 7 AM is criminal? Yeah, but it gets the work done, that's the thing. And you wouldn't want them... If they want to do a 12-hour day, then you wouldn't want them there at 8 PM, would you? Right, do not attack me. I'm on a chocobo. There we go. Oh my God, who did this? Even though it's right there. Did Sephi do this? Maybe. Maybe you did it. You just don't remember. Ever thought of that? Hi, Chocobo! Oh, I am not in a good way. Alright, I have to go to bed. Let me, oh, actually, do you know what? Let's go in here so it's nicer music. Ah, there we go. Let me find my credits.
Final Fantasy all the time.
Thank you everybody for hanging out. Thanks for the follows. Thank you very much for the follows. That is some loud music. It shouldn't be loud. It shouldn't be this loud. I am constantly turning it down and it keeps coming back up. Anyway. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for sharing all of your views on the Final Fantasies for the tier list and everything. I guess I could actually raid somebody if anyone's interested in coming on a raid with me. I must also sleep. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out, CK. And the tips. No worries. And no night as well, Paul. So, I'm gonna see. The only thing I'm raiding is my bed. Okay, I feel like everybody's doing that, so I'm not gonna raid anybody. I'm just going to say goodnight for the night. I will be back on Wednesday, where I think we're gonna try the spin the wheel thing, right? I think we're gonna give that a go. So if you're up for finding a random Wednesday Final Fantasy playthrough of something, whichever one the wheel lands on, come back on Wednesday, same time. I'll try to be here from 7 PM. It was a little bit later today because I'm having to like paint things, but yeah, hopefully see you then. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I'll see you later. Bye!